Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Okay, partway through the first end of play here between Corryn Brown and Isabella Wrana from the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown in Swift Current, Saskatchewan. My name is Sean Murray, bringing this coverage to you tonight, and joined on the mic by Chambers. Then Corryn laying 2. They have the hat. Draw to sit 3 came up quite a bit short for Team Brown. Team Wrana looking to play this short run back. Hit it just right. You possibly even get both of these. So close. Just came up real hard right at the end. Leaves Team Brown sitting shot in the back of the 8-foot. We're going to try to get around that high guard that was supposed to be a draw from a shot ago. Ideally only half under. Try to Christmas tree these a little bit. If you can. Just gets there for second shot. Pretty good spot. Really hard to get both of those. You'd be flirting with that guard doing so. My Swedish being not very good meaning non-existent. I believe they were talking about playing this freeze, and it looks like that's the shot they're going for. Fairly aggressive call early in this game. Wrana's last stone of this opening end. Oh, nice shot. Doesn't quite get all the way to the threes, but still very nicely placed. Might just be enough room for Corryn to pick this out if she wants to. Has to hit it pretty thin to do so. These kinds of shots, you always have to hit less of these than you think. You might look at it and say, oh, half a rock is good. I don't think half a rock will do it. You'll probably take the back red with it, so if you want to clear that back red and counter two, I don't think she wants to hit any more than a third of this at most. Close. Just over curl. Takes the red, but red cone up top is the single counter, so Brown scores one. Wrana will have the hammer in the second end. We'll have that right after this.
Hello everyone and welcome to the 2022 Western Showdown, the largest international women's curling event in Canada this season. We're so glad you've decided to join us to see some of the top female curlers in the world participate in this event. My name is Jim Grundy. I'm the branch director of RBC Dominion Securities here in Swift Current. Our branch is not only a huge fan and support of curling in our community, we're so proud to be supporting the Western Showdown for its inaugural year. RBC is committed to working with our community partners to promote and celebrate vibrancy in sport in the communities in which we live. Thank you to everyone from the Western Showdown team for putting together this amazing event. On behalf of RBC, enjoy the tournament.
Back for the second end. Corryn Brown versus Isabella Wrana of Sweden. RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown, Swift Current, Saskatchewan. My name is Sean Murray. This is a B-event quarterfinal between these two teams. Team Brown so far is on 2 wins and 1 loss. Saskatchewan Skylar Ackerman in their first game, then lost to Yoonji Kim of Korea in their second game, and then won comfortably over Manitoba's Rhonda Varnes and brought them where they are now. Team Rhonda's only played 2 games so far. They were on the short side of the A bracket. They're a 28-team field here in Swift Current. First game defeating Italy's Stefania Constantini, and losing their second match to Switzerland's Rafaela Kaiser. Winner of this game will play Manitoba's Ari Ackland in the event's semifinal match tomorrow at 12:30 Central. quite finished. A little bit deep. Still not bad. Wrana now looking for the freeze. Corryn asked for a hack or 10-5. 10-5, of course, being a hog-to-hog time of 10 and a half seconds. Very nice shot. Great weight control on that. Not starting well for Team Wrana, so they're gonna bail. At least clear the guard. Ideally, run it back and take something in the house too. Try a shot like that, a result like that is about as unlucky as you can get. You're so close to making contact with something in the rings, but not only do you miss the stones in the rings, but you leave the opposing, leave your own stone out there. It's in the way. Brown puts the guard back. It's very, very high. Going to stay on the defense, try to clear the guards. At this rate, you could send their own yellow back into the pile there. A little thin. Brown in a great position. They're just going to keep throwing the center. Force Team Wrana to play cleanup. Much better placement on that guard. No choice for Team Wrana but to deal again. Try to hit a thick half of this and get both of them going. Either stone out front is helping them. Run back now. Oh. Not quite sure that was the call, but what a result. Things looking a whole lot better now for Team Wrana. There's all the Reds out of play. Team Brown still has 2 guards to come around, so they'll stay aggressive. Come around. Wrana play another run back. I just got caught in between there. Recognizing the run back wasn't going to be made, tried the audible for the double peel. That call needed to be a few seconds earlier. Now again, another just missed run back leaves one of their own stones out in front in the way. Established center guard, touching the center. And perfectly placed. At this point, the way this end has gone, I think Team Wrana is going to be happy to just have a shot to score. It's a relatively easy shot to score. And hit the red on the broom side and hopefully take the yellow that's next to it with it. Just like that. Nicely done. Brown with her last. She was tapping to just bite the rings in front of that shot stone on the top of the forefoot. Be nice to be in there sitting too, but it's not absolutely necessary. If this comes up a little bit short and stops as a guard, that's totally fine. Very nice. Nothing wrong with that at all. See the difficulty that Wrana's own stone out there is causing. It's kind of in the way of any draw to the button on the outturn side as we're looking at it. The other real option is to try and double the reds and blank the end. Certainly not easy. So electing to play the red double. So looking for the blank. A hard-earned blank it would be. Nails it. Great shooting there to save a blank end for her team. So it's going to remain. Corryn Brown with a 1-0 lead, and Wrana will keep the hammer in the third end. We'll have that coming up right after this.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed, more innovation.
It's going to make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
So back for the third end. Swiss Current Saskatchewan. This is the RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown. My name is Sean Murray. The event quarterfinal game between Corryn Brown of British Columbia, Sweden's Isabella Wrana. Wrana was in trouble for most of last end. Brown had them chasing, but a couple of just amazing runbacks got them out of trouble, and they managed to save a blank. So see if they can convert the hammer this end into 2 points. That first draw comes up a little bit short, so it's advantage Brown at the moment. A little bit warm on that draw. Slide to the back forefoot. trying to go for the shot rock and back. It was a little tight. Tried at the last moment to audible for the yellow split to at least get one of them in the rings, but just didn't come up enough for him. Wrana's had several shots go that way so far for them in this game. Just a teeny tiny little bit off. It's been costly. They've had trouble getting set up as a result. Nice to wait on that draw, but just didn't finish. Pretty much wide open. Team Wrana can make a hit and roll under those guards and get some offense going. Nice shot. Rolls maybe 2/3 buried. Brown can see enough of it to deal with it. Not very easy. This side of the sheet going this way doesn't really seem to have a whole lot of finish to it. So they might need to be fairly close to that red guard to make this. All over the guard. That might have been a little light too. Now the Swedes are building an end a little bit here. Opportunity to hit and roll and sit two. Hits on the nose. Good shot. We would have preferred to roll under the red corner as we're looking at it, but still not bad where it is. There's no double on those. Save this in front of the shot stone. Rolls just a hair too far. In the spot where Team Wrana should deal with it. So looking for the hit and roll. rolls a good long ways. Almost comes out the other side of the guard. Stop just in time to prevent the double. The double might be there with real big weight, but no sense in taking that on. Just hit and roll and kind of snuggle up next to it under that guard. Come up. Looks like the call is to roll under the guard to the right as we're looking at it. Got to get 2 under there. Audible and try to roll the other way maybe, but just nose hit. Still a good shot. For the hit, and definitely want to roll at least some to the left from the overhead. Be tough to sit shot, but the idea is to at least make the scoring area smaller than it currently is. Another nose hit. Both teams struggling a little bit to get the rolls just right on this line. For the most part, we've seen under curls. Wrana would most definitely like to roll somewhere. Ideally, she rolls under the yellow and set up a potential free. Again, not a lot of finish on this line. Unfortunately, because it rolled towards the guard but not under the guard, every little bit it does that makes this double that Corryn is going to attempt just a little bit easier. Looking to hit a thick 2/3 to about 3/4 of this top stone. Should get both of them moving. And Brown's last of the third end. Just over curls. got that started just a bit. The sweep was called almost immediately out of her hand. As it is, Team Wrana has a draw for 2. They'll get on the board for the first time this game. Just needs to touch the forefoot. Sweeper's gotta go. Coast sweeping, and it just didn't have the legs. Unforced error there. Team Wrana gives one away and only scores 1, and that's going to give Corryn Brown the hammer in a tie game for the 4th end, which we'll have right after this.
We asked Saskatchewan what they know about 5G.
More speed? More innovation?
It's gonna make our lives a whole heck of a lot easier.
This is what 5G looks like.
Better, faster.
Sounds like one more G. Sounds pretty good.
I don't know what it means.
All you really need to know is the future of 5G is here and will continue improving through investments in network technology.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2022 Western Showdown, the largest international women's curling event in Canada this season. We're so glad you've decided to join us to see some of the top female curlers in the world participate in this event. My name is Jim Grundy. I'm the branch director of RBC Dominion Securities here in Swift Current. Our branch is not only a huge fan and support of curling in our community, we're so proud to be supporting the Western Showdown for its inaugural year. RBC is committed to working with our community partners to promote and celebrate vibrancy in sport in the communities in which we live. Thank you to everyone from the Western Showdown team for putting together this amazing event. On behalf of RBC, enjoy the tournament.
Fourth end underway between Corryn Brown and Isabella Wrana. 1-1 game. Brown with the hammer. It's been a back and forth game for the most part. Some really good shots made and some very, very close misses. Still anybody's game at this point. Team Wrana throws up a center. Team Brown is going to go for the corner. So, fourth end, it's important end for either team to score. So, we're going to see some offense here. Looking for the come around. Line is really good. Doesn't quite finish, but still pretty good. It's a little bit of a teaser for Team Brown. Kind of sitting out there. See if they can get him to chase it. Looks like they are gonna try to get by and get that out. You don't really want to roll anywhere. Makes the hit, but not quite enough to get it out, but not a bad result. This is way to the back 12, and it's a little bit under that red corner guard. It could be used as a catcher, so it may not look like much, but that actually not a bad shot at all for Team Brown. Hit is made, but it rolls way to the side of the 12, and with that, corner guard is now available to use. Pretty nice come around. Be a fraction deep. Guard is high enough. You can probably get to that with easy weight. Gets just enough of it to push it just about out of the rings. Might just barely be hanging on. Hard to be certain. I would guess not, but doesn't really change the call for Brown. They're just going to come around there again. Try to keep this one a couple feet higher if possible. Short, I believe. Ooh. Not a good result to come up short on that kind of shot. Leaves Team Wrana sitting 2, and now they got a free pass to come around the center. That backer way in the back 12 there, you could afford to be a little heavy on that. Comes down to it, you're still shot stone, and you've got Wrana chasing you, but now Wrana sets one up nice, and it's going to be Team Brown doing the chasing. stayed on it and went a little bit deep with it in an attempt to get it buried. Draws play to the center, which is exactly what Team Wrana wanted. Brown really with no choice but to follow them. Several rocks to come, but corner guard's going to be difficult to use now. Don't want to be heavy on this. Oh boy. Oh dear. That was supposed to be to draw threes. That was significantly heavy. I have to imagine that was the call. I don't think Corryn would be calling to hit that back four stone. But now, Team Wrana very much in control. Bring another one around and sit four. Really nice looking line on this one. Pretty much perfect. Now a couple of big miscues from Team Brown in a row has them chasing. Now looking for the run back. Try to at least move something in the house. Open it up a little bit. This one. Steps on the back. Really too consequential. Good shot. Team Wrana still laying three and in great position to force. Pretty decent chance to maybe steal this end as well with a couple of well-placed draws. Said earlier, fourth end, it's an important end for either team to score, especially in a tie game. Gonna come up short. So now, opportunity for Team Brown to make this come around. They're going to have to get pretty tight to that yellow guard if they want to get this buried. Not seeing a whole lot of finish on this line. And several draws kind of hang out there a little bit. You obviously need to get in there for a shot. You don't want to cheat too tight to that guard and wreck. So mission one, get by. Get in there for a shot and force Wrana to make a play. strong out of the hand. Corryn Brown bounces off and spits second. Team Wrana discussing their options. They've elected to play the come around and sit two buried. Some players might look at this situation and say, why not hit the red? You can sit four that way. And while that's true, it's going to be behind the tee line, and all you're doing is making a bigger wall for Brown to draw in for her one, essentially making her shot for one easier. Well-made shot here is going to make her shot for one very, very difficult, and you might even steal a point. Nice swooping to get that by. Settles in just the side of the button. Pretty nice shot. Brown's got a tough shot to score here. Even if you follow that same line and you come down and tap it and stay there, you have to get that stone at least partially out of the forefoot, and the second shot biting the back of the forefoot is kind of in the way of that. Corryn Brown has her work cut out for her on this shot. Really important to throw this one to the sweepers. You cannot afford to throw this there out of your hand. You can't afford to just chip off and roll away and give up two. Just gets by. She tap it far enough. Oh, what a shot. That was a very, very difficult shot for one. Well executed by Corryn Brown. And a huge time to score it. So with that, Team Brown is going to take a 2-1 lead after 4 ends. We're going to have the 5th end for you from Swift Current right after this.
Sasktel Be Kind Online wants to stop cyberbullying. Want in on the action? We award up to $1,000 for youth initiatives that help spread kindness and prevent bullying. What great idea do you have to help stop bullying? Sasktel can help. Go to BeKindOnline.com and apply for a grant today. Together, we can make a difference.
We just got our shipment of logos here in for our next event, which is going to be the mixed double. As you can see, there's a few of them. There's roughly 20 logos per sheet to be put in for the mixed doubles, along with a couple of extra little dots. But all our logos come from Jet Ice. They are the best logos to put in. We use them around the world, and they're very easy to install. As you can tell, this is the center ice logo that's going to be going in for the world. This is about a 4-footer by 10. It's going to look like $1 million. Their colors on their logos are always nice and vibrant. And like I said before, very easy to put in.
Just getting underway, 5th end. This B event quarterfinal match between Corryn Brown and Isabella Wrana. RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown in Swift Current, Saskatchewan. My name is Sean Murray. And Brown with an amazingly executed come around tap back to score a very, very hard-earned single point. A huge shot. Take the lead after 4 ends of the matchup. First stone in for Brown. Team Wrana choosing to hit. Rolls out to the side of the 12-foot. We'll see if Team Wrana goes for the delayed corner guard here. I've seen some teams, with the 5-rock rule in effect, if the first team throwing first goes into the 4-foot, team with the hammer will hit it, and then if the hit back coming down the ice now is not in the 4-foot, they may go ahead and throw a corner, which can't yet be peeled. Way out for Team Brown. Looks like that's still on the rings, perhaps. Could just throw a corner guard now. Looking like they're opting to come into the rings instead. That call tells me that Wrana believes that stone is on. Sweeper's not interested in this one. It's right on the nose. That look, hard to be positive, but I believe that yellow is just touching the rings back there. After that fairly complex fourth end, both teams simplifying a little bit, throwing some hits. Brown would love to manufacture a force out of this, get the hammer back. Wrana still back there looking to see if that's biting the rings. Must be just on the edge. It makes a big difference if it is on or not. Obviously, you can't measure it until the end is concluded. it stays there that long. It could be the difference between Team Wrana being able to blank or getting forced to one. Making these hits, they're trying to stay as far away from it as possible. Team Brown is unable to execute a roll over closer to that zone. Wrana could potentially even manufacture a deuce out of this. Roll away towards the side of the 12 again. It's 3 times in a row that they've just managed to roll to the side and miss jamming on that back one. Later it gets in the end. See Team Brown trying to be a little more aggressive on this roll. They're not going to go with the other turn. Not getting the result on the other turn. Oh, gets the one. Really unlucky break on that one. Tried to get off it to roll in front of that back one, but instead rolled over top and out. Wasn't all that far away from actually making the double. Now Wrana looking to put this one back over on the side of the rings. Come up short on this. Really unfortunate mistake on that one. Brown talking about their options. Obviously, you can hit that back one if you think it's on. They're talking about going under the corner. I feel like going under the corner is only viable if you're sure the back one is off. I think this is the smarter call. Eliminate the doubt. Get that one. Get that back one off the rings. Situation like this, if you look at it and you're not really sure if it's on or off, you're best advised to play like it's on. A hit and stays right there. So this does play into Wrana's hands a little bit. The way they called the hit on the opening stone of the end kind of broadcast that they would be happy to blank this end, take the hammer into an even end. And with a nose hit, she'll have that underway because Brown will have to hit it, but can't afford to roll out here. If you roll out, Brown is going to go around that corner guard and set up a force. So you have to hold the shooter in the rings. You don't have a lot of room to roll either. This one's way back there. Oh, this is really curling. Might miss it. Oh, my. Now Team Brown can put this pretty much anywhere. And the force is on. Maximum separation between these two. Pretty good. So that big miss on Wrana's first. They throw the hammer to just hit and take a single. Last stone, fifth end. Team Wrana looking for a hit and stay for one. And no mistake, Team Wrana picks up the single and ties the game up at 2 each. Going into the sixth end, Team Brown will have the hammer. And we'll have the sixth end for you when we come back.
About if our houses are painted or are they logo. Our events are always painted houses, but in the future coming out, I'm pretty sure we're going to be going to all logo houses. They're a great revenue source for any curling club. You can get your advertisements on there, and usually after the first year, the houses are paid for. It's all free money for you. So hopefully check Jet Ice out for your future in-house logo.
Saskatchewan, you know Sasktel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With Sasktel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. Sasktel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sasktel.com/sponsorships.
Back for the start of the 6th end. This the event quarterfinal match. Corryn Brown and Isabella Wrana. Brown with the hammer. Similar situation to the 4th end. Teams tied. Whoever scores this end is going to be in really good shape to win this game. You see Team Wrana throw up the center guard. You might see them push fairly hard to steal this end. Team Brown will obviously be trying to go for 2 or more if they can make it happen. But the mission for them is to be sure they score something. Really can't afford to let Team Wrana steal one on you here. Come around the center guard. Only gets partially buried. But not a bad outcome, as this freeze that's being thrown by Team Wrana will also be exposed, even if it's made. Sweepers are signaling that it's heavy. You can't afford to be heavy on these kinds of shots. You just can't. That would have been just fine if it was short of the rings as a guard, but way in the back of the 8 foot, it's not really going to help Team Wrana very much. Taps that one all the way back, almost frozen. Can't imagine that's really where Corryn wanted that to go. Small tap perhaps, but not that much of one, because now 2 stones behind the 4 foot, that's backing for Team Wrana to freeze to. As before, it's not bad to be a little short on this one. Short is still usable. Deep is not. Sneaks around for shot. Very nicely done. Corryn Brown smartly recognizing that this center guard is just causing nothing but pain for her and her team, so it has to go. Ooh, here's this going. Look out. Oh. Oh boy, that is not a good result for Team Brown. Misses the peel, rattles things around in the house, and now that yellow Wrana shot stone is Not going anywhere for a while. I'm looking to bring another one in, but this one is a little heavy. Sets up a pocket. So electing to throw hack weight. Electing to throw hack weight, hit the shot stone on the nose, and dislodge that red from behind there. Red will go back onto the yellow that's way in the back of the 12-foot. You want to sit right there and be shot. Really curling. Doesn't quite get to the nose, but still not a bad result. That red stone is absolutely locked for the moment. But it is behind the tee line. Well-placed freeze by Wrana here. Really have them in good shape to potentially steal a point this end. Doesn't quite get to shot stone, but still not a bad spot. I agree with what the thrower said. Said we have to move that rock. I absolutely agree. You cannot leave that there. Trying to cross the face. You roll just a pinch under that guard. Maybe dislodge a little bit of that backing. Crosses the face and bounces off the back, and there's not really a pocket behind that red, but pretty good shot. This is going to be a tough one here. Trying to draw around that stone that's in the top of the 8-foot. That sounds like a broken record, but I keep saying it. Short is okay. Short is usable. Deep is not. This is there on its own. was definitely a little heavy, which is why it wasn't swept. Still's in there for second shot. Team's going to discuss what to do on this one. You just need to keep in mind they need to score something. 2 is obviously great, but you got to score something. If they want to hit that second shot, it's just a matter of do they want to nose it? Do they want to nose it and maybe make a double, or would they like to roll, knowing that they're going to jam it? See what they decided here. Playing a double, it looks like. Hit that fatter than they wanted. Well, actually kind of rubs on their own and stays back there, but I think Team Brown is still just barely stopped. Red is still very usable. It is tough to tell who shot though. I initially said red. I'm not 100% sure about that now. Lengthy discussion about this. Wish I could say with certainty who I thought was shot stone here. Looks like they've decided to play a quiet weight hit on the red third shot. You obviously need to let this curl. under curling would be disastrous. Pretty well executed. Now we'll see what Corryn Brown has designs on doing here. I think she's looking at trying to get to the nose, or maybe even just a little bit inside a nose, and try to make the double. With enough weight, as long as you're at least to the nose, when you're firing back into there should spill out of the forefoot. Not hitting where she wants it to. Now that clearly was not anything close to what Team Brown wanted. Got a little wide and just stuffed it right in there, and now Team Wrana sitting 2. Pretty well protected. Wrana looking in golden shape now to steal at least one. Looks like they're really gonna go for the neck on this one. Kept tapping right top of the button. I think they want to bring this one right on top of their other two. Sit 3 and just apply the maximum pressure. Even if it doesn't quite get there and is open for Brown to hit, as long as it's in front of that pile on the left side of the center line, I don't think Brown's going to have a shot to score. It ends up a ways short. Still a pretty good shot. Brown with nothing left with this out turn, draw, maybe tap. Similar to the fourth end. You can cut them down, but to score here is really, really difficult. She pulled a rabbit out of her hat in the fourth end. See if she's got another one here. And there's never a good time for what looked like a pick, but that was a really, really bad time for one. It's going to end up being a steal of 2 for Wrana. Brown will have the hammer again in the 7th when we come back.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2022 Western Showdown, the largest international women's curling event in Canada this season. We're so glad you've decided to join us to see some of the top female curlers in the world participate in this event. My name is Jim Grundy. I'm the branch director of RBC Dominion Securities here in Swift Current. Our branch is not only a huge fan and support of curling in our community, we're so proud to be supporting the Western Showdown for its inaugural year. RBC is committed to working with our community partners to promote and celebrate vibrancy in sport in the communities in which we live. Thank you to everyone from the Western Showdown team for putting together this amazing event. On behalf of RBC, enjoy the tournament.
So 7th end now from Swift Current. Team Isabella Wrana picking up a huge steal of 2 after what I believe was a really unfortunate pick on Corryn Brown's final stone. Only 2 ends left. Team Brown is under the gun. They have to play fairly aggressively. Try to get 2 in this end and tie the game up. Team Wrana, of course, would love to force Brown to take 1. And they would have the hammer and the lead in the final end. Pretty strong position. That was big time hot out of the hand of the Team Wrana lead, and a little rub couldn't quite save it from just about spilling out the back of the playing area. Looking to get under the corner guard. Gets a little bit under there. Team Wrana can see plenty of this. Free guard zone is still in play, so they can't really afford to hit that guard. Move it over, but can't remove it from play. Nice little audible there from Isabella, recognizing that it was going to hit the guard. Moved it, which is legal, and came in and danced around a little bit, and as Corryn just said, got a nice little bounce, and Wrana sitting 2. guard that stone in the house, even though it's third shot. The idea being protect the second point. They can deal with those yellow rocks later. And Rana looking for the peel. Oh boy, is that some hard luck. Hits way more of that one than they wanted. Rolls to a guard, tickles the red, and leaves it covered. What a bad break. So the concern they're trying to address on this shot is because you can see a little bit of that red, if this one that they're throwing comes too deep, like if it gets close to the tee line, there may actually be a red double. So they want this one a little higher than that red that's in the house, just full 12. Of course, you also have to be careful that if this one doesn't curl enough, you might set up a double the other way. Pretty tough to do much better than that. I think it was pretty hard to ever make that shot and not leave this double coming off of the red on the right. I think for the called shot, that's about the best they could do. What a shot. Gets them both clean. That was not easy. They had to hit pretty much everything they could see of that one and just missed the guard, but well thrown, well called. Ooh. Just got by the guard. I think the call was actually to roll outside under the wide corner. So they were going to call the straight pick, but the concern is you have those two stones that are barely even in play way in the back corner there. It could very, very possibly cause a jam, so going to play the short run back on the yellow center instead. Makes the run, doesn't stick it. Still a really good shot. I hadn't seen Team Wrana play really at all before this game, but they can really throw the weight. Nicely executed to come around. Pretty much fully buried. No choice for Wrana on this one, but to play a run back of her own. Didn't hit it the way she wanted, but not a bad result. Jams on her own, but sits close to in front of the red shot stone of Browns. And it's in a position where they kind of have to hit it. Have to do something with it. Not the desired outcome, but still got a good break out of it, did Team Wrana. Team Brown looking to roll way over under that corner guard if they can. Jam on those stones way back there near the back line is possible, but not really a concern. That made kind of a hard move right at the end. Team Wrana's worried about a jam if they attempt this double. I feel like the angle is sufficient that if they hit it right, I think that stone that's in the forefoot right now will probably clear those yellows over the top. As long as she hits something. The worst she'll be in the 8th end is tied with hammer. Ooh, uh-oh. Well, hits it quite a bit wider of where she wanted, but it had so much weight that it got rid of both of them anyway. Nicely done. Now nothing left in the rings. Team Brown just going to throw this one through. They're going to have to try for all they're worth to get 2 in the 8th. Throw through and blank. Move on to the 8th end. Team Wrana up 4-2 over Corryn Brown. Brown is going to need 2 to tie and 3 to win. We'll have the 8th for you right after this.
Saskatchewan, you know Sasktel because we're everywhere. Because being everywhere keeps us connected to you. With Sasktel sponsorships, we get to be part of your community. We're here with you and we're here for you. It's easy to get started. All you need to do is apply. Sasktel cares. Always has, always will. To apply for sponsorship, visit sasktel.com/sponsorships. So back with the 8th end in this B quarterfinal matchup between Corryn Brown and Isabella Wrana. The RBC Dominion Securities Western Showdown in Swift Current, Saskatchewan. Team Brown will need to score 2 to tie this game and force an extra end. They had their chances to get 2 last end, but some really great shooting from this Wrana team from Sweden took that chance away. Second shot just a little bit heavy, bounces and creates a bit of a pocket for Team Brown to use.
Really good line, just a little short on the weight. Doesn't quite get there, so Team Wrana can definitely peel this out. They wouldn't mind losing one of their own on the way by. No mistake. This time changing gears, they're going to go under the corner guard. Recognizing that now that the free guard zone is off, that guard is probably going to be removed on Team Wrana's next shot, so they want to get under there and make use of it while it's there. It slides deep, but they were working on getting it buried. Doesn't matter if it's deep, just as long as it's under the guard. But in any case, as predicted, Wrana peeling the guard. Right in there is second shot. Definitely want to be protecting that, so I expect let's be Team Brown throw up at least a couple of guards on this before trying to do anything else in the rings. Not a terrific setup to score 3. So most likely, Brown recognizing they're just playing for 2 in the extra end at this point. But first, you gotta secure the deuce, as a wise person once told me. Doesn't quite cover it, but still looking for the peel. The peel is the prudent call. Peel made without too much trouble. That was the slightly scarier way of playing it, maybe. Hit any more of that and it might have jammed on one of those yellows, perhaps. But no mistake. See the guard reestablished. Sweepers seem to think that was super heavy, but it looks like the weight was just about perfect. Team Wrana again with the peel. Again, no mistake. So now we're seeing the gear change. Team Brown is going to try to bring another one into the rings. Try to make use of that pocket up there at the top of the 8th. Could potentially still have a bit of difficulty on this, because even if this is made, if Wrana then nose hits that back red and sits 3, it's going to be a lot of work to manufacture 2. It taps that one up almost next to the pin. Not really what they wanted to do. Wrana looking to hit second shot. Roll to the center. Be back 4, provide some catching for that shot stone. Be sitting 3. Well, doesn't roll at all, but still decent shot. Team Wrana lying 3. Corryn with a lot of work to do to try to build 2 out of this. I think they're looking at raising the red on what's the broom side from the overhead, raising the red onto the shot stone, hitting it, then rolling it over in front of the stone that's behind the tee line on the right, while at the same time rolling the shooter in front of the top 8 stone. And if it's done just right, they'll have 2 of their own frozen to 2 Wrana stones. That's definitely the best outcome you can hope for. Over curls a little bit, but still not a bad result. Just makes the straight run back and stays for shot. Wrana's thought process now is, how do I make her shot for 2 as difficult as I can? And if you can get around that center line top 12 redstone. Get a piece of the button for shot. That'll certainly make Corryn's last one really hard. Even if this one is not quite shot, if it's just in the full 4 foot or not quite full 4, blocking that draw path, Corryn's still going to have a difficult shot to get 2. She has to have 2 just to tie. Gets in there for shot, but didn't really finish. So Corryn's got a couple of ways she can play this. She can just follow that in and just tap it back and sit there for 2. She's got that catcher on the side that she can roll into and save for 2 as well. So if this ends up running a little bit straight, they've got a saver. Final stone of the 8th end. Corryn Brown with a quiet weight hit to pick up 2, tie the game, and force an extra end. It's not going to happen. Doesn't quite get there. And that's going to be a steal of 1, and Team Wrana picks up the win over Corryn Brown 5-2. That means Wrana is going to advance to a B-event semifinal tomorrow at 12:30 Central against Manitoba's Abby Ackland. And that is going to conclude our coverage of this game. For Curling Stadium, this is Sean Murray signing off. Thanks for watching.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.